Welcome to ACC Student News.
The news students can use. I'm Mike.
And I'm Sasha. Here are this week's stories.
The world's first drone war between India and Pakistan has erupted in South Asia. India accused Pakistan of launching waves of drones and missiles at 3 military bases in India. Pakistan announced on Thursday that they had shot down 25 Indian drones across many cities like Karachi, Lahore, and Rawalpindi. Since Wednesday morning, Pakistan says Indian airstrikes and cross-border fire have killed 36 people and injured 57 more in Pakistan. Drones can be used as decoys or suppression of enemy air defenses when flying into contested airspaces. Laser-guided missiles and bombs, drones, and unmanned aerial vehicles have become pivotal in modern warfare, significantly enhancing the precision and efficiency of military operations.
A murder turned into a musical? Luigi Mangione, the killer of the United Healthcare Center, Brian Thompson, is having his story turned into a satirical, humorous, and campy musical. It is set to premiere on June 13th at the Taylor Street Theater in San Francisco. Luigi the article, as it is titled, with the description, a story of health insurance, hash browns, and murder, had all of its tickets sold out in just a few hours. The story is to highlight the public portrayal of not only healthcare, but Hollywood and tech. In this musical, that is heavily inspired by the classic Broadway production Chicago, Luigi is from a prison cell with the infamous rapper Sean Diddy Combs, who is held on multiple charges of sex trafficking. It will include other characters that reside at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, such as another infamous criminal rapper R. Kelly, Sam Bankman-Fried, who orchestrated the FTX fraud scams, Billy McFarland, responsible for the Fire Festival incident, and more. Luigi is currently pleading not guilty, and his trial is set to begin in December, where he is up against the death penalty.
The City of Hammond partnership with the Indiana Department of Transportation is moving forward with the long-awaited Governor's Parkway overpass project, a critical infrastructure improvement designed to improve safety, concerns and traffic concerns, and emergency response delay at the project 8 years in the making mark. A significant step forward improves mobility protection, pedestrian safety, and ensures an emergency vehicle can respond without obstruction. A new pedestrian bridge will be constructed as a part of offering students and residents a safe, dedicated route across the tracks, reducing pedestrian injury. With final planning and approval underway, the City of Hammond continues to move forward with constructions.
The Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department carried out a series of coordinated drug busts across the city, leading to the seizure of a large amount of marijuana and several stolen firearms. Officers say the raids targeted multiple locations tied to an ongoing drug and weapon trafficking investigation. The operation uncovered packaged marijuana ready for distribution and a collection of firearms, some confirmed as stolen. Several suspects were taken into custody, and police say charges will include drug trafficking and possession of stolen weapons. Investigators believe this bust dealt a major blow to the local criminal network.
President Donald Trump is advocating for a new initiative that will replace traditional grocery assistance for seniors with Maha food boxes. Under this proposal, seniors will receive prepackaged boxes containing shelf-stable items such as canned goods, pasta, and peanut butter, eliminating the current system where they receive funds to purchase groceries at their discretion. The initiative is part of the broader Make America Healthy Again movement led by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who serves as Secretary of Health and Human Services. In the second Trump administration, the Maha movement focuses on promoting healthier lifestyles and reducing chronic illnesses among Americans. Proponents argue that the Maha food boxes will ensure seniors receive nutritious meals and streamline food assistance programs. However, critics express concerns about the lack of choice and potential stigmatism associated with receiving government-mandated food packages. They also question the practicality of implementing such a system on a national scale.
4-year-old found with .29 blood alcohol level. Parents seek answers. Alabama parents, the Singletons, find their 4-year-old daughter's body limp in the nurse's office. As the Singletons rush the 4-year-old to the hospital, it is discovered that in a toxicology, she has a high blood alcohol level 4 times higher than the legal limit, causing the girl to spend 2 days in the ICU. It is believed that the daughter likely consumed ethanol, but the how and when is still unsure, as the Pittsburgh police are still investigating, but will likely pass the case onto the Child Advocacy Center. That's all the news we have for now.
Stay tuned for more news after the break.
Peer pressure.
I left it behind the dumpster. I need you to pick it up and put it in my locker tomorrow morning.
Oh, this feels wrong. Everything's all boarded up. I shouldn't be here.
Would you rather have your secret exposed to the whole school?
Freeze, you're under arrest.
Please, I can explain. It's not mine. I didn't want to do this.
Listen, peer pressure is no reason to break the law. You're under arrest.
Welcome back to ACC Student News. I'm Ivy.
And I'm Aiden. Here are some more stories.
A woman from Wisconsin who went missing over 60 years ago has been found alive. Her name is Audrey Backberg, and she disappeared in 1962 when she was 20 years old. She was married and had 2 kids at the time. One day she left her home in Bedesburg to pick up her paycheck, but never came back. For years, nobody knew where she went or what happened to her. In 2025, a detective named Isaac Hansen reopened the case using family records and Ancestry.com to track her down. He found her living in another state under a new name. She is now 82 years old, and she left because of an abusive marriage. She told the detective that she has no regrets and is happy with her life. The police said there was no crime involved and that she left on her own choice.
Donald Trump's proposal to reopen Alcatraz, the infamous prison shuttered more than 60 years ago, sparked global headlines over the weekend. The U.S. government has, in recent months, pushed to reopen at least 5 other shuttered detention facilities and prisons. Some closed amid over safety and mistreatment of detainees. The shuttered prisons are being revived for immigration detainees. Unlike the U.S. president's purported plan for Alcatraz, but Alcatraz isn't the only notorious closed-down jail or prison the administration has sought to repurpose for mass detentions.
Organized criminal gangs are hitting trucks, warehouses, and trains nationwide in a record wave of cargo theft. Versailles Cargonet recorded nearly 3,800 incidents in 2024, a 26% jump from last year, with losses nearing $1 billion. Criminals are exploiting supply chain technology and using fake documents to divert truckloads of goods, and strategic theft, where fundraisers impersonate legitimate companies to steal cargo and payments, is rising fast. Train cargo theft alone have spiked 40% with over 60,000 cases. Authorities warn the threat is growing and getting more sophisticated.
Hammond police exchanged gunfire with police after being chased into Hammond from Chicago. The suspect was wanted on an aggravated battery. According to the Times, the suspect entered a vehicle and crashed at Dearborn and Gosselin in Hammond. When officers arrived at the location, they were fired at and returned the fire and hitting the suspect. The suspect was taken to St. Catherine's Hospital in East Chicago, where he was reportedly pronounced dead. It is not clear if the man was shot by a Chicago police officer or an officer from another department.
U.S. Steel is seeking a presidential exemption from air pollution. Rules on integrated iron, steel, coke, and Talconet iron are processing, they disclosed in its latest quarterly report this request for a 2-year exemption to Clear Air Act. Section 112, they are arguing that the EPA did not consider the costs, operational viability, achievability, and other factors while setting the new standards. The Trump administration is granting exemptions to industrial businesses like steel mills, coke ovens, iron one processor, and lime manufacturers, if they can show the technology is not available or if an exemption would benefit national security.
A Lake County criminal court rendered a guilty verdict on all counts in the case of the teenage girl and her father were held at gunpoint, robbed, and forced into a vehicle before the girl was sexually assaulted. 69-year-old Oasa Barnes was found guilty on 2 counts of rape, 4 counts of criminal confinement, 4 counts of kidnapping, and 1 count of armed robbery, 2 counts of sexual battery, and 2 counts of intimidation, and 2 counts of pointing a firearm. The 16-year-old victim and her father were traveling from Brooklyn out to the Midwest to look at college. Well, that's all the news we have for this week.
Make sure to check out the rest of our videos on YouTube and follow us on Instagram at ACC TV Hammond.